Alright, y'all. So, I kept getting this channeled message, right? And it, like, those who will most resonate with this are gonna be those who are like my star seeds, you know, indigo children, rainbow children, crystal children, chosen, so to say, those who resonate on higher energetic fields, okay? And you are an unstoppable force. Whether or not it's like you feel like it, whether or not there are the situations that, you know, come up against you, whether or not it was your own blood family, whether or not it was individuals who you thought of as friends, whether or not it was individuals in relationships who, you know, you thought you loved and, you know, you thought they loved you, or in a sense, okay? Those things that had come up against you, the things that your light irritated, the things that your light made feel like they weren't bright, only because your light shines so fucking bright. You shine like the sun. The ones who I'm talking to at this moment, this powerful message, all these powerful energies that I am channeling, my divine feminines, my divine masculines, like, y'all have been put through different hells in this scape to strengthen you and to get you up to where you're supposed to be. Because anything that comes up against you is just a hurdle or something for you to get over. Because once you get through it, you're going to be stronger in the end. And I had this message that came through is, I will always support you. The universe, God, your ancestors, your spirit guides. I will always support you. We will always support you. You will always be supported, okay? And whether or not there are individuals who may feel like that's not fair or not, it is the energy of your soul. It is what you came here with, the type of energy that you have. You are respected in the spiritual realm, and that is why they support you. They support you because your heart energy is on that of a different level. I'm getting this energy of someone like, you are pure. You've always been pure, okay? And we're not going to act like the world ain't tainted, okay? Because there are tainted things. There are also untainted things, you know? But being born in this tainted world where things wanted to taint your purity, and there are situations that stole your purity from you. You didn't give it. It was taken from you. Somebody's purity, like the world tried to take it, or, you know, those lower frequency people who vibrate on some BS type of energy, they tried to take your purity, they tried to taint your purity, and through all of that shit, you still stayed pure, or you found that way back to yourself. And this is like that message for you to keep moving and keep going, because you are at a different place now. If you're looking at where you are now to where you were, some of y'all, you got to realize how your prayers have been answered. Because some of you may think that your prayers haven't been answered, but your prayers have been answered, because look at where you are now. Think about the things that you asked for about a year ago. So for now, I'm getting big energy. I'm getting big. Okay, yeah, confirmation. Big energy for a year ago, like a year ago today. There was something that you went through around this time a year ago today. And now look at where you are now and look at how that prayer has been answered. And whether or not it's the, you know, in the smallest of things, it has changed for you. There is something that a year ago today, you were at a lower type of point. You were at a lower place in some place, some realm, some aspect of your life, that you are now in a higher place or in a better place than you were. Whether or not you feel like it's the highest of the place where you can be, it's still higher than where you were. And I've been telling, like, I got this download. You are my valiant disciple. Like, you, these energies, y'all are valiant disciples of life, of God, of the universe, of just your higher self. Disciple as in you've just been learning. You've been applying the knowledge, okay? Applying the knowledge that you've learned in order to create a better reality for yourself, because you know that you deserve a better reality. And you realize that it is up to you to create that reality for yourself. You create it with your words. You create it with your actions. You create it with your intentions. You create it with your whole being, with your whole heart, with your soul energy. And like, success is already yours. Realize that success is already yours. The universe is letting you know, like, this is your confirmation. You've been like, it's a really big energy that I've been channeling. And it's like the soul family, all right? Soul family, soul tribe, all of us who resonate on this energy, okay? The family is waking up. The family is coming to. The family is getting together. The family is elevating. The family is rising, okay? Because as one of us rise, we all rise. And each and every time one of us rise, we all rise. We rise together. I is we. We is I. Collectively, our energy is changing the world. Like, it's changing the world. It's changing our realities. We're getting to that of a higher place, a higher perspective. Because now you're looking at things differently. You are seeing things differently. There's this energy of, oh my God. All right. This energy that, you know, with you being unstoppable, with you being this unstoppable force, okay? Because there are many different things that try to, you know, come in your path and try to stop you, but they could not. Even if you felt like you were at a pause for a moment, again, it was only a pause. You only clicked. The only difference between pause is that after pause is a play. So you moving forward, you getting up, you stand in your energy. Somebody here, you like definitely taking that time to cleanse out your aura, cleanse out your energy, so to say, your surroundings, getting real selective with who you involve yourself with, getting selective with what you involve yourself with and what you allow to be around you, okay? Because you have to control, you do have the control in what you allow to be around you, what you accept the type of energy to be around you. Because when you've realized, or when you realize that once you start getting selective with choosing certain things and choosing what you want for yourself and choosing what you want for your life, then other things start changing. Because what you allow to be around you is what you're telling the universe you're okay with and you want more of. So with you just letting certain stuff slide or just being in certain energies, you're telling the universe in a way that you're okay. You're okay with experiencing those things, so you're going to experience more of them. But once you get selective, then you're showing the universe, oh, okay, nah, okay. They know what they want. They know they don't want this type of energy, so they're choosing this type of energy. And by doing that, the universe is going to give you more of what you want. And focus on what you do want. Focus more on what you do want and not what you don't. Know what you don't want, but focus on more of what you do. Because what you focus your attention on, is what grows. What you give your attention to flourishes. Whatever you're giving your attention to is just going to grow more of. So when you take your attention away from those certain things, you take your attention away from the things that no longer serve you or that you don't want anymore in your life, then they diminish until they no longer exist in your reality. Whew. Let me take a sip. Man, it's hot. Alright. That's from the channel. And I've been feeling my shaman deck. So I'm gonna pull out some decks to dig deeper into it. And with me getting hot as well, like hot, that means it's a lot of energy. A whole bunch of energy, and kinetic energy gets hot. Like say when a whole bunch of people get in one place, that place get hot as hell, don't it? When you really feeling a song and you dancing to it, or you really getting into it, or when you feel high emotion, when you feel high energy, you feel the heat, you feel the energy pick up, you feel your body get hot. Thank y'all. Thank you so much. And that's in a sense. So I've been had this thought for a minute, yo. You know how they try to say hell is hot? No, it's not. No, it's not. Hell is actually cold. If you were to think of an aspect of hell, hell would be cold, not hot, because there wouldn't be no energy moving in it. Like winter is dead. Only the things that can't handle the heat got to get out of it. That's why y'all got to get out more in the sun. Y'all got to let yourself be out in the sun. And you also got to let yourself, I'm feeling, okay. And somebody, your message here is you need to let yourself be hot. Let yourself shine. Let yourself be like the sun. Because you are the sun. You are a powerful force. Like I said earlier with that channel message, you are an unstoppable force. You are just as the sun. You are in every aspect of everything in this world. You also have that aspect to yourself. And some of you, I just got this download, okay? The reason that you are so respected in the spiritual realm, the reason that you are basically an angel, like you are a high energy being, a powerful spiritual being, and a high energetic being, is because there's no way for your roots, say you a tree, your branches can't reach all the way to heaven unless your roots touch hell. And that's in a sense of basically you got a past, or if maybe it's your past, but I'm feeling it's different. Like somebody, your past, like your ancestors, your past ancestors, they done did some fucked up shit. And because of all the fucked up shit that they have did, and you chose to move different, i.e. chosen, also choosing different, you are being granted and being blessed with different accesses to higher planes, to better realities, because you chose to make different decisions and not make the same decisions that, you know, your past ancestors made, which is what allows you to touch heaven. You can create heaven because your roots go all the way down to hell. And that's not saying all of them, because you do have ancestors that did have that way up. The ones who do touch heaven and have created heaven for themselves as well. They had energies around them that touched hell. Spirit. We got straddling worlds, wandering between realms, and galactic mushroom, the divine matrix, 7 and 6. So again, with you taking that energy and elevating, it's like, because of you elevating, it's allowing you to find that harmony and to find that peace. I'm also getting that energy of 666. Someone could be seeing 777. They could be seeing 666. You could have abundance coming to you, or you just realize that you're already oh so abundant. You're already oh so wealthy. You're already oh so rich. You are abundant. You are an abundant being. Therefore, you're never not without. You are always with. It may feel like you may not have enough, but you always have enough. You always have just enough, or you have more. If you don't have more, you have just exactly what you need in that moment. Whatever you need in that moment is going to always find you. You're never going to be without, especially because I already said the divine supports you. The universe supports you. Anytime you know, say you don't have a job or something like that, you just always miraculously are going to end up, you quit your job, you're going to always miraculously end up with the right amount of funds for whatever you need to do. It may not be more. It may not be always exactly what you want above that, but it's always going to be exactly what you need, and having faith with that. Somebody, you might need to read, or you have already read The Alchemist, because I'm getting that message coming through. If you have not a cent in your pocket, but you have faith, then you have everything. I say, okay? Woo. I'm also talking to an alchemist then. Like the energies who are going to resonate with this strong energy, this powerful energy, it is so hot in here. The energies that you bring heat. I'm talking to the giants that are no longer sleeping, the giants that are waking up. It's not so many sleeping giants walking around here no more. We don't woke the fuck up. Making your way, because you've adapted to the energies, okay? I'm talking to energies who, because of you waking up, you've been through these situations, and again, all of it happened for a reason. With this divine matrix, that matrix energy, you were in the matrix and now you're not. It's like you learning how to play the system. It's crazy that you come here because somebody else is in control of the matrix, because somebody else is in control of the matrix. They think they are. You end up learning what they want you to learn. You realizing that the power is within you. You were never without the power. The illusion of the matrix is that you are powerless. That is the illusion of the matrix. You've been closing out these cycles. You have been reprogramming yourself. You have been relearning, reconnecting, whether with your true soul, like with your energy, with your soulmates, your soul energy, your soul tribe, your soul family, putting yourself out there, being brave, being bold, okay? Because you can't, if you want to be seen, you want your family to see you, right? Your soul family to see you. Sure, you gotta, it's like saying, okay, if you just stay in the house all day, right? Say you just stay in all day. And not saying like not being on live, not being on social media, not putting your energy out there, right? Not putting your energy out there, then they're not going to be able to see you. But you got to put yourself out there. Whether or not it's you just posting your stuff, whether, you know, whatever social media platform you posting it on, or say you want to meet somebody. It's not like they're going to, maybe there is a miracle. I do believe in miracles. There could be a miracle for somebody where you just stayed in all the time, and then whatever is for you just come knocking at your door. But you got to make it easier for God. Unless God told you to sit your ass down somewhere, then you supposed to be out. Because then while you're already out, that means the divine is able to meet you. You got to move forward to meet the divine. You got to meet in the middle. Trusting that, again, whatever's for you is not going to miss you, but at the same time, you got to go out so that it can meet you even easier. Like I said, unless God done told you to sit your ass down somewhere. Because I done had the moments where God done told me, the universe or the divine spirit, my intuition, my higher self, okay, my ancestors, my spirit guides, and my spirit team done told me to sit down. They done told me to be quiet for a minute. They done told me, you know, just trusting. Because I'm like, okay, but I want to work. I want to do this, that, and the third. I want to do. Like, I'm a workaholic, okay? If I'm, like, when it comes to me and my business, I'm a workaholic. And they have to tell me when to sit down and shut up sometimes. But I listen, I sit down, I shut up. But then when it's time for me to pop out, they be like, all right, come on, pop out. And it's understanding. They tell me to do that so that I can either prevent being in a situation that is not for me and does not have my name on it and got somebody else's name on it, or it's to, y'all excuse me. I wasn't breathing for a second. That are having to charge up, realizing that yes, you are an all-powerful being. You are a mighty being. You are strong, and you have an endless amount of connectivity to the divine and power reserves. However, you only hold so much for certain things. So you have to give yourself that time and that rest to stock up on your energy so that you can go crazy. Because this Aries energy, I picked up on this Aries. It's in this Gemini season tonight. To this day, the moon energy is in Aries. Aries is the beginning, so to say. All right, you see how I'm communicating. Gemini has to do with communication. It always has to do with the twins. It has to do with duality. Aries has to do with the beginning. It has to do with the fight. Like I'm feeling this Aries energy. It's the start. It's the how much energy do you have? What you about to go into this with? Aries comes after Pisces, which is the winter. That's part of the winter season. The beginning of the year, the true beginning of the year, the natural beginning of the year is Aries, which is spring. That is a time when it's something new is being formed. Something new is brewing. That's when you plant that seed. Okay? That's when you start planting those seeds. That's when you start growing those fruits, those trees. Okay? You start growing the fruits of whatever your labor is to come later. Okay? And before that is the rest. Everything has that moment in between, the rest, life, death, and rebirth. Winter would be considered death before the rebirth, which is spring. Birth, rebirth, okay? Y'all been going. Y'all been taking your time. You've been resting, okay? You've been getting to it. You've been looking at things closely, all right? Taking a close look at things, all right? Taking a close look at things, analyzing. Because some shit that y'all know, y'all know it's the stuff that don't make sense that be in this world, like main things that are pushed onto us, okay, main programming things of how they would want us to see the world, but that shit don't make sense. It's like, make that shit make sense, and when they try to make it make sense, it still don't make sense. But then when you get to real talking like this apparently what I'm talking about don't make sense. Apparently it don't make sense, but it make the most sense to me. It make the most sense to those who resonate with my energy. It make the most sense to those who understand, okay, who have a deeper connection and or are aware of their deeper connection, okay? And we're like nearing the end. I've been getting this 9 energy. Like you could be seeing 999 all over the place. You could be seeing 1010. These are big energies that I've been picking up on. 777, 333, 444, 1010, 999, and 666. Okay, stepping into your power, realizing how powerful you are, letting yourself be hot. Y'all are hot to the touch. And hot is attractive. Hot is that fire energy. Hot is spirit. Fire is spirit. Okay, y'all are spirited energies. And I'm getting this, like, if you have a big spirit, you got a hot, fiery, saucy spirit, they tried to dull your flame. They tried to blow out your flame. They tried to get you to, they tried to break your spirit. Y'all know how them wild horses or any animal, they got to be like, they got to break their spirit in order for them to ride them. No. Whatever is meant for you to ride on, you ain't going to have to break its spirit. It is just going to fold for you. It's going to unfold for you. If a wild horse come up to you and you meant to ride it, it's going to let you ride it. If you're not meant to ride it, that means that your spirit don't resonate with its spirit. So, of course, it's not going to let you on its back. Y'all know what I'm talking. Look, spirit of the river. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Movement forward and adventure. Exactly. 5. You could be also saying 555. It's like major changes, okay? Major changes within yourself. Major changes. Because of the major changes within yourself, they also change it on the outside. And y'all excuse me, I'm talking fast. I'm just channeling hard as hell. And I gotta remember to breathe. I gotta remember to breathe. But I'm telling you, don't let nobody break your spirit. They already couldn't break your spirit. That's why you still the way that you are. Like at your core, they couldn't reprogram your soul. Don't sell your soul, because that's what it be like. That's what that sellout energy is. When, you know, you change your morals, okay? When you do something and it goes against what you feel in the deepest part of you is right, okay? You go against what's inside of you and do something that it just feels wrong to you. That's what a sellout is. That's how you sell your soul. Your soul is worth more than any amount of money. Your soul is worth more than any amount of materialistic things. Because the thing is, if you can be patient and hold off on it, you ain't gonna have to sell out shit for it. You ain't gonna have to sell out not a goddamn thing, nothing of you. You're not gonna have to sell out your kids. You're not gonna have to sell out. You're not gonna have to sell out none of that is truly and more meaningful to you to have certain physical things. If you can be patient, they just gonna find their way to you. You gonna get it. Okay, because when you real and you do something the right way in alignment with the universal laws, okay, in alignment with what is for you, it may take a little longer. Yeah, it's gonna take a little longer. It won't just be that quick, easy money, but quick money go quickly too. And you gonna actually build up a wealth that will last. And being patient, everything, those material things will come. It just come more with patience rather than that instant gratification, because you're going to appreciate it. You're going to appreciate the work that you didn't put in. You're going to appreciate the patience that you had in the end. You're going to appreciate the time that you took to build whatever is meant for you or build with everything. You're going to appreciate it more. And that means when you do get those material things, okay, when you do get those things, you're going to appreciate it. It's not just going to be a little plaything one and done, okay? You're not gonna feel unsatisfied because you know you worked your ass off for that shit. There's this big energy of mastery, okay? This big energy of you mastering yourself, mastering this outside world, mastering these energies, okay? Because that's what you came here to do, especially with my earth angel energies here. You came here to master this world. You came here to master this world and move and move and move. Because there's certain things, certain ways you do have to move in certain places. You know, I get it. Certain things you got to do what you got to do. So it ain't no judgment. I'm just saying facts. But moving how you moving, you know, with the least amount, you know, with the most amount of dignity that you can, okay? Moving how you need to move with the most amount of dignity that you can. Especially when you understand that you're going to always be provided for. When you understand that the universe is going to always, always, always provide for you. Especially when you want to date divine beings. You're going to be provided for. There ain't shit that you're going to have to worry about. Whatever you need, everything you need, you already got in every moment. In every moment, everything you need, you already have. And then when you realize that, everything you want already wants you, or everything you desire you're gonna already have, so you already have it. Changing that mentality, getting out that lack mentality, because you've been raised to be in a lack mentality. You've been raised to think if you don't have this certain amount of something, if you've been raised to think if you don't go and do this, then you can't do certain things. But that's not a fact at all. It may be for certain individuals, but for the high-ranking divine energies who came here, for the earth angels, okay, for the divine energies, okay, for the indigo children, the star seeds, chosen energies, you're gonna always be provided for, because you just got that. You just got it like that. That's just how your energy resonates with the universe, because you are part of the universe. You came from the universe. You are the universe's children. Y'all are the universe's children. You are the world's children. The universe is your mother and the world is your father. The universe tells you how to move. The world teaches you how to stand up for yourself and how to fight and how to protect yours. So, of course, if you are a child of the universe and a child of the world, they're going to always provide for you, because no matter what age you are, you're going to always be their child. You are meant to be a free spirit. That's why this matrix system, that's why that going to work, that 9-to-5 shit, that's why don't none of that shit resonate with you, because you feel like you meant for more. You feel like you're supposed to be free. You feel like you're supposed to be doing what you love and not worrying about money. You're not supposed to be worried about no damn money. You're not supposed to be worried about how your bill's going to get paid. You're not supposed to be sitting here fearing every little thing, literally quieting down your soul, quieting down your spirit, just so you can go and get some money that's it's a piece of paper, a piece of fabric, a piece of tiny fucking fabric. And don't get me wrong, money is energy. It just ain't everything, but it is energy. And when you got attractive energy like this, it's going to find you regardless. That's the thing. When you realize that you are the worth of money, bro, you are the worth. You are the money. You are fucking priceless. So that's why they say, that phrase, they say, know your worth and add fucking tax. Know your worth and add tax. Quit selling out. Quit fucking selling out. I don't care if they want to pay your price, bro. Somebody going to pay it. Quit selling out, because you just telling the universe that you're not worth that much. So then you finna keep getting all this little change. That little change. Man, y'all better cut that shit out. I'm sweating down my back. Oh, I'm sweating down my back. Whew. Whew. Okay, let me take a second. All right, let me look over here. Let me take a second. Who's hot? you been asleep all day, babe. Oh, hey y'all. Thank you for the gifts. Ooh. I am sweating. Y'all, I literally had a moment. I just hope this is just a whole moment. I completely disassociated and just, that's another thing, bro. all the knowledge, the things that you know, it's not up here. I promise you, it's not in your head. It's not in your head. If you got knowledge that you ain't even necessarily, you know, you just got this abundance of knowledge. It don't just stay up in here. You got a deeper connection to another place where the knowledge is at, where the knowledge is being held. It come from the universe. You ever have a moment where you just be knowing shit? It's because you just connected to the universe. Because with the amount of knowledge, all the research that I've done, the research I've done in symbolic, like in symbolic energies, the research that I've done in zodiac energy, the research that I have done in numerology and astrology and just life itself, plant life, matter, energy, all of the research that I have done looking into energy, you'd think my head would hurt trying to hold all this information in my head. Me too. I appreciate seeing you on the live. Indigenous. And that's another thing. Y'all, so on both sides of my family, I have indigenous, Native American, but it ain't really America. So it's like, what can you call it? But indigenous of this land. And it came through strong in my blood. That's how I know, like, the ancestors chose me, especially for all my shamanistic powers and my shamanistic abilities, the ability to be a medium for spirit, the abilities that I have, the memories that I have, the feelings that I have about certain situations that I didn't necessarily go through in this lifetime. Like, how do I have a feeling about something that I didn't go through in this lifetime, but yet I just have this innate feeling about something? Like thinking about the Trail of Tears or something like that, or thinking about the ancestors and what they went through. It's like this, it just like my blood start boiling. Your blood start boiling, literally. Your blood, the information, the ancestors that's in your DNA, in your blood, it start boiling because they with you, because they not without you. They not without you, and you are not with them, like without them. All right, y'all excuse me, tongue over here getting tired and shit. We are the living reincarnated vessels with which all of our ancestors hold up Shakin. Don't ever let anybody invalidate your feelings about something, especially you got a deep feeling about something that you ain't necessarily went through. It don't mean that you didn't necessarily go through it, but somebody in your blood went through it. And they let you know what the hell going on. They be trying to warn you. You ever wonder why you got certain feelings and certain feelings about certain things? And you be like, why am I feeling it? Just let it be. Because I'm about to tell y'all an experience. The first time, y'all, I dated the devil once, right? Like literally, incarnate. The devil wanted to marry me. He wanted to make me his wife and keep me in his house. And I was like, no, this ain't the path for me. All right. I literally have seen the Garden of Eden. He took me to the Garden of Eden. There was a snake in the water. And I listened to my intuition and I ended up leaving. Okay? But let me start from the beginning. All right? It happened when I was restudying the Bible, right? I was restudying the Bible, and at this time I was studying Genesis. And at that time I ended up dating this guy. And I kept wondering, like, he would literally, all my desires were filled. He'd buy whatever, he'd just feed me and let me sleep all day. I was trying to work, like I couldn't do nothing. He just wanted to basically put me to the side. Every desire, anything I ever wanted, he would offer me that. It's all material things. But it didn't matter in the end because he came up to try to distract me on my path. He wanted to just feed me and let me be asleep, right? And we had went to this place and there was a spring. It was a natural spring, okay? And I was in the spring. And next thing I know, I saw a snake. I jumped out the spring and looked again and it wasn't there. And I was like, I know I'm not tripping. Don't ever think you tripping. Trust yourself, okay? Because it don't matter if anybody else didn't see it, bruh. You saw it. You got to believe in yourself. And I learned that the hard way. So, of course, I'm already into my spiritual journey. I already know about my abilities. And I'm like, okay, I just had a vision in the water. It was a snake in the water. I had a vision. All right. And we end up walking down. And I kid you not, it looked like the Garden of Eden, y'all. It looked like the Garden of Eden. It felt like it. I literally felt like the energy of like, I couldn't be Eve. I'm more of a Lilith energy. So when we got there, there was like this treacherous path, okay? Like jumping across trees that were laying over the water to get across. And I was going to go and I was going to follow behind him on the treacherous path, okay? And step on the water. But then I stopped and I looked down and there was the exact same snake that I saw in the water, the vision of the snake that I'd had before we got there. And I was like, yeah, I trusted my intuition because I knew it wasn't fucking crazy. I knew I saw that shit in the water and I saw it the exact same way it looked. And because it wasn't in the little pool. It was a little pool far back, literally collected. Rocks was all around it. It was a vision in the water. And I actually saw the snake later. And I was like, yeah, nah, spirit was telling me what was up. Like, so to say, like in the Bible, you listen to your intuition. Don't let a snake tell you about yourself. Trust and believe in yourself and stand in your power. Don't matter who the fuck is around, who you dating, who you family with, who you friends with. It don't matter. Trust your intuition so that you don't end up going down a slippery slope. On some real shit. And again, you ain't gotta believe me. It don't matter. Shit. But for those who do know what I'm talking about, everything in my life has told me to trust myself. Girl, I did a reading for myself last night and my toxic ex energy came through too. They trying to pull on your energy. They trying to come back. I'm gone. I moved on from it. It's a no. He pulling on your energy. He wants you back because you moving on. Don't pay attention to it. Don't think about him. Don't say his name. Don't none of that shit. Don't give him no energy. You obviously doing something better in your life, okay? You doing something better in your life and you probably weren't even thinking about him before he pulled up in your energy and he feel you moving away. He energetically feels you pulling away from him. So he's trying to come back in to keep an attachment to your energy because he's like an energy vampire. And just completely disregard it. The karmics is out here missing people now. The karmics is missing the energies. And not to say that, they're just karmics, because each of us is a karmic in somebody's life in some way or form. But he was a karmic for you. He's a karmic for you, and now he going through karma for the karmic shit he did to you. So don't go back. Don't say shit. Completely ignore. That nigga call you, don't answer, or trying to tell you. Whew. Yeah. Confirmation. We confirmation for each other. Don't even do it. Leave the past in the motherfucking past. Because if you let it come back up to you, it's going to hold you back in the past. Do you know his zodiac sign? Because I could tell you exactly what you were supposed to learn from him if I know his zodiac sign. Oh, I'm sweating. Yeah. So he's a manipulator. Scorpio. Yeah. Okay. So Scorpio is the death energy. The reason that, he was a karmic for you is because apparently you must have been through situations where you were more, you may have had or still probably have are working through, attachment issues and not knowing how to let something go. And he was a lesson for you to learn how to let things end. And stand up for yourself and let that shit be the end. That feels so real. I feel you. I feel you, love. It's all right. Yeah, this is the time they trying to come back in. It's literally, it's a collective energy. It's a collective energy of them trying to come back in because all y'all doing so well. You may not feel like it, but you are doing way better than you were at that point. Yeah. You put so much energy into that. You put your energy, you put your life force into it. You powered him up. Girl, you was the fucking battery holding that shit up. And now you done took your energy away and he ain't got shit. Energy vampires don't have a battery of their own. They latch on to someone who is a battery. That's the only way they stay charged. Because when I tell y'all the type of energy vampires that I used to date, it was real funny. I'd end up feeling drained and feeling tired. And because of my divine energy that they would leech off of, they'd start experiencing amazing things. Like they would start having great outcomes, start going for them. You know, just all types of blessings coming all around the corner and all that. And that's because they was draining my divine energy. You're welcome, love. I'm here for a reason. We here for a reason, fam. Look, one way for you to know if you're divine, anybody who get connected to you, stuff just start working out for them. Either stuff start working out for them, or if they not a real ass energy, they start going through hell because they didn't have the best intentions for you. When they get connected to you, they either start going through heaven or hell. Yeah. That feels like a block. Like when I just read your comment, Coco, I feel sick. Uh-huh. Ooh, excuse me. I couldn't say. I'm trying to figure out, is this your energy or the energy? Cause like you making my head hurt and you start making me feel sick and I'm starting to feel even hotter. You might have to schedule a personal read with me. I can't do it with all these energies. You know, all these energies in here right now. I couldn't really pinpoint. But if you want to schedule me for a personal read, and I just, you email me at the link in my bio. You click my link tree and you email me, and then I'll send you the prices, and then we can get a one-on-one going. It's too much energy in here right now for me to really pinpoint your energy. But just know I be on point. I did a reading for, I'm going to give you an example of a reading I did for someone one time. And she real cool. She real cool. She had her and her partner broke up and they was together for a long ass time. And he started messing with somebody else and told her that he just wanted to break with her or whatever, right? Then started making it seem like she was an issue and shit. And she did have her own, not saying that, in a relationship, we each don't have our own parts to play, right? But she was holding out thinking that he still wanted her, and she got a reading from me and I was telling her like she was depressed. She was depressed and they had broke up a while ago. And I had to tell her that he's playing with her and that he didn't want her back. But she didn't want to listen to me. And I was like, yeah, no, he dealing with another girl or whatever. And she ended up coming back later talking about, yeah, he didn't really want her back and that I was right and all that shit. And I was like, yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. But after that, I gave her a whole bunch of stuff that she needed to be doing for herself to boost herself and power herself up. Because ladies, let me tell you, not saying, it's like, don't feel like you don't need a man, but don't make them be your everything. Like Beyonce said it best, get a life before you become a wife so you don't be miserable, if that resonates for you. So that way you got, you got something going for yourself. Because if you make a man or make anybody, doesn't matter, make them your life and you don't have anything else going for you, if that's not the path for you, then when they're gone, you gonna be, it's just not gonna flow right. You gotta have your own business. Not saying it's gotta legit be, money business or something like that, but you gotta have your own, okay? So that'll give you something to do. Something to, have your attention, whether or not it's a hobby, whether or not it's work, whether or not it's a business, whether, anything like that. Just having something for yourself. Yeah. But we are meant to be in pairs. I do believe that. Like, at least like the way I believe it, I do believe, we are meant to be in pairs. You have to be able to be on your own, but we are also meant to be in pairs. Only after you are well all by yourself is it the best time for you to be in a pair, so that you're not in a codependent relationship. Because say, God forbid, if anything were to happen, say you dependent on them completely, say you a woman that don't have no way to get no money, and you dating a dude who got all the money, he taking care of everything, and y'all end up splitting, you ain't got shit, and y'all not married, you not getting shit, and y'all didn't make your own prenuptials, or have the natural prenuptials or whatever. And that's on both sides. Yeah. Because I learned that the hard way. As a divine feminine, at least with my path as a divine feminine, I kept looking for relationships, kept looking for love in all the wrong places before I put it into myself. And then when I finally took that time to work on myself, work on mine, focus my energy on growing and elevating and, just doing the best for me and mine, that's when things actually started looking up. I stopped looking for it. And once I stopped looking for it, and literally the day that I claimed to God, I was like, you know what? I'm actually good now. I learned a whole lot of lessons from it, though. No, I appreciate them. I appreciate them because I learned a whole lot of lessons. But if I didn't take that time for myself and tell God, you know what, I'm good. I don't need a relationship right now. Like I thought, I was like, I'm not going to get into a relationship till I'm 30 now. I'm not going to, have any children till I'm over 30. This is on 30. I told God, I'm like, I'm good. I got myself now. Next thing I know, I end up getting butt dialed by my divine masculine twin flame counterpart right after I stated to God that I'm good and I don't need a relationship and got my own business. Indigenous, would you like to become one of my moderators? I don't know where is Wawa. Is Wawa still here? Hey, Lunar Goddess. Thank you for being here. I am so honored to have y'all here, yo. All right, bet. And I'm like, it really does help when I'm in the middle of channeling energy and trying to do all that at the same time. Don't get me wrong. I'm a great multitasker, but focus on stuff. Yes. See, telepathy, well, That is real. Depending on, your level of energy and depending on, the person themselves. So say you're, okay, say divine feminine. Okay, I can give an example. Divine feminine can read divine masculines. Like, divine masculine can send mental energy to divine feminine. However, you can't just get past the divine masculine's block itself unless he intentionally takes the time to put that block down. Oh, okay, babes. They're blocked. I'm not with the shits. I am not with the shits. I just kicked them out. Oh shit, man, I tell y'all. And I ain't finna be bothered by it. No. May they find their blessings elsewhere. Yeah, I did. I was wondering where you was at. I was like, come on, friend. Y'all, this energy is so... getting to the point of letting myself be powerful. It's like I always knew that I was. But, it's different between knowing that you are actually letting yourself be. That should be... Yeah. And knowing, like, standing in your power, man. And then those in ignorance... Right. Lunar, while you in here, I'm finna let you be a moderator too. Right. They missed the most powerful part of the word earlier, though. That's the thing. They only come in when the energy starts chilling on out. They missed the most powerful part of the message earlier. That's probably why they couldn't come in, because the energy was so powerful. I'm chilling now. Y'all, I tell you, and this word gonna be put up on my Patreon. Earlier, Y'all ever wonder about, bro? A balanced God energy does not need to be praised. And I found that, when I was doing my study of the Bible and all that shit, it's there are those points with such an egotistical God. As a goddess myself, I don't have to be praised. Thank you. The woman who made it was in here earlier. If you can find out, no, she's still in here or not. But her name is Aja Marie. She hand makes copper jewelry, and she'll mail it to you. She make beautiful pieces. She got big pieces, but just know she charge exactly what the hell it make. I done got a few different pieces from her. Probably spent like $400 in all for 4 pieces of jewelry. Yeah. Homage and respect. Yeah. That shit crazy. Because it's same thing with my ancestors. I don't have to, praise them for them to, even the deities that chose to be connected to me. There are deities connected with me that they chose me. They chose me for my energy. And I don't have to have, an altar to each and every last one of them. I respect them and respect their energy, and also respect their energy by allowing that my energy that resonates with them to be exuded whenever it's time to be exuded. If I'm gonna praise anything, I praise myself. Okay? To praise myself and treat myself is to pay respect to them. To choose love to myself. Especially for my ancestors, because I done asked them before. I'd be like, do you want me to do a certain something? And all they want me to do is just keep a glass of water on my altar and, you know, just speak to them. And I thank all of my protective guardian energies every day. It's like, you know, with spirituality, they done, what is it, Hollywood, mainstream media. And of course, they did it for a reason. They did it for a reason to make it seem like it's more than what it is, so that it will either be too much or scare people away. But when it's funny getting into it, realizing it's not exactly that. Yeah. That's something that I had to learn the hard way, equal energy exchange, because I got the type of energy I used to just give to people just because I just love hard. I'm a lover, okay? I'm a lover, but I also fight for what I love and who I love. And noticing how I used to just give my energy, give my power away to people, and how they would come up off my energy the moment that I took my power back and stopped giving it, motherfuckers started tumbling and crackling, falling down. Just because I was no longer the crutch for their endeavors. And they had to find something or someone else. Because it's legit, y'all, I'm a jack of all trades. I can do anything. And I just believe that. I can do anything. Anything that resonates with me, I can do that shit. And I would just love to do stuff for people. Like, I'm not really like, I don't have to go buy a gift for someone. I'll either make them something or do something for them, put energy into them. And that in and of itself, my love, when you realize your love is your magic, your love is your spell, straight from the heart, straight from the heart, pure creative power, always. And I'm proud of each and every last one of us. Yeah, I'm proud of each and every last one of us. The divine is so proud of us. I'm getting hot again. Like that, the energy is coming through. The divine. My spirit is so proud of us and so proud of me. Y'all, I'm about to cry. I just had this thought. I'm like, my soul family. When you find your soul family, it's like when you done went into the store, you done lost your parents, and you got to go to the front waiting for them to come. You know, you got to call them and they come and get you. Yo, it feel like that. I feel like a kid that done walked up and, you know, did over the speakerphone, and it's like my soul family that came to pick me up from the counter. Yeah. Y'all, what I really want to do at some point, we got to get a meet and greet, like a meet and greet together. Do some fun shit, or even just sit down and have conversations. Or even if we just get a panel, like y'all want to get on a panel? I got a few different. Look, y'all got some stuff coming. I know y'all got some stuff coming too. The fact is that we all working behind closed doors. We all working off the screen, working on the screen and off the screen, working in the light and the dark. Okay. I am stationed in Georgia. I'm a sweet peach with a hard seed in the center. We all, and that's funny that we all along this line though. We all along the border, east border, or really west border, but. Y'all, can we talk about how north is really south and east is really west? Oh. Right, let's get down what everybody identifies as. I am she, her, hers. Okay? And how China was in America way back when. Look. And how in every place that could be considered indigenous, everybody was black. Whether it be dark, brown, light, red skin, highly melanated. Yeah. Because when you flip it, when you teach somebody the opposite of the narrative of what they need to know, because they do know it, that's how they're so successful. They use our own natural workings against us and give it to us backwards, so we work against ourselves rather than with the forces. And the fact is that they tell you everything, because by the universal law, with any situation, you have to tell someone something. Like, say it's a boundary. You have to speak it out loud, whatever that boundary is, in order for, there to not be repercussions. Because that's like, punishing a child for doing something wrong that they didn't know was wrong. And then, just beating them and they not knowing. And it's like, they sitting there wondering, why did I get in trouble? Or, why they put signs. They put signs everywhere like, don't step here, don't do this, don't do this. And you know how it be common sense shit that they put on signs? They put it on signs because if they didn't tell you and it's not somewhere, then they can get sued for it. But if they put that sign there, whether or not you were aware of that sign or not, it's there are no repercussions. Literally. Y'all, let me tell you what really started me on my journey. The very first book that I ever read and activated me. When I was 13, what activated me and threw me into the world of learning and loving, but I had always been called to it. The world of fantasy. I've always been called to it. I've always felt this love for it. I didn't know why as a child. And I used to hate school. I used to hate reading. I used to hate learning. Okay? And then this one teacher who just really understood me in a way that the others didn't, she helped me to find a book, the first book that I ever read and opened my eyes and activated me and opened me up was Vladimir Todd. It's about a teenage boy who turned out to be a vampire, and he didn't know that his father was one or that he was one until he started going through the rite of passage, so to say, and he started craving blood. He started changing when he came of age, and he started learning about different things that were kept secret from him. That is the first book that I ever read, and in the genre that I've always been interested in, that activated me. Truly activated me. No one else knew about the book. Ooh, my phone finna die. Alright, I'm gonna be getting on here more often. I gotta deliver these powerful messages. Ooh, this transformation, get on here and start a fire. But I'm getting tired now. I can feel my eyes getting heavy. My energy is now depleted. So I'm gonna go on and recharge and chill out, get me something to eat. And I will see y'all later. And again, this live replay, it'll be uploaded on my said it's on 20%. Yep, I'm going to upload this to my Patreon because like messages that are more deep like this, I ain't trying to have YouTube try to cop some shit. So I'm splitting it up. You know, the more lighter stuff, that's going to be on YouTube for free to watch. But for Patreon, thank you. For Patreon, the more deeper, realer stuff, y'all know, I'm going to put that over there. Especially for the equal energy reciprocation that it took for me to deliver such strong, deep, profound, powerful messages. Yeah. All right. Y'all have a wonderful evening, and I will catch y'all later. Nothing but love. All right. Peace, family. Oh, y'all know who Conja Queen is? I love her. She be on